Good morning.
Good morning.
They might be frozen in.
I suggest eating here just because, why not? You're already sitting down anyway. And for breakfast, you can have Grace. Are you covered?
Enabler unit, that's up. Yep. Of all of this, what? Iron gaps also. These are all extra. There's also cod. There's also extra. Your rice. One of these guys right here.
With the salsa at the end of the line.
We had enough burritos for this.
Thank you.
That's one.
Actual ice.
Oh, yeah. Shall we not get them then?
We head out. I'm going to have Fitz go through ice safety presentation.
Amount of ice that you want to have if you're going out on the ice. What's the thickest you'd like to have? Yes, sir.
1.5
Inch and a half. There you go. Why do we want to have at least an inch and a half?
Because that's what can support your weight.
Absolutely correct. My personal preference is 2, just because I like to have a little bit of factor of safety in there. Ultimately, the decision on whether or not we're going out on the ice here at Scout Camp is up to the camp ranger. So I know on Wednesday when he was doing drill testing, he had at least 8 inches of ice, and he was expecting that to get up to as much as 9 because it was getting cold enough during the nights up here. So we're in pretty good shape. Let's say we just had 2, maybe 3 inches of ice out there. What possible reasons might we have that ice still might not be safe, even if we have the correct thickness of ice? Yes, sir.
If a bunch of people pile on the ice, it could weaken and then break.
That's right. Too many people in one spot, you could get some. You'll usually hear something. You'll hear some cracking, some chipping. That's normal when you've got a few people out on there. But you're right. You might get too much weight in one spot. You might break through. Yes, sir.
Springs.
What?
Springs.
Springs. Moving water. This man is on the money. Whether you have a hot water spring or you have moving water of any kind, the moving water will always freeze last. For example, there's a spot, I don't know if you guys ever get up to Cadillac. You've got Lake Mitchell and Lake Cadillac, and there's Clam Lake Canal that goes between them. If the lakes are frozen, the canal is open. If the lakes are open, the canal usually freezes, and that's just because of the way the moving water works up there. So, and it is not uncommon, especially if you get a warm up and you have snow out on the ice, you get this kind of eerie fog everywhere. My wife and I were up there getting some pictures of the canal one time, and we could hear just somebody calling out through the fog, "Hello, help, is there anybody out there?" There's an ice fisherman who walked away from his ice fishing shanty to use the restroom. He could not find his way back, and he's just walking across this huge lake through the fog, and then comes to an expanse of open water. Fortunately, he didn't break through, like he didn't get close enough that he broke through, but he could see there was a stream literally moving right through the middle of the lake. And so he just moved a safe distance away from it, and he just followed it all the way to the canal, which is where we were, and then we drove him back around the other side of the lake. He'd walked probably 3/4 to a mile before we were able to we're at shore, etc. So moving water, warm water, those are reasons why you're going to have thin ice or no ice, and it can surprise you. Especially if there's a layer of snow on the top, you might not realize that the ice is disappearing. So let's say somebody is through the ice. Or let's say it's you through the ice. How do you get yourself out? I personally like a nice solid trekking pole because I know that this will load bear my weight. So if I'm on soft or crunchy ice or whatever, if I'm trying to climb myself out, I might just be continuously breaking more ice as I'm trying to get out. I can put this sideways and I can push up on this and hopefully, basically seal my way up onto the ice like a seal or an otter would, and I can just slowly work my way across. Another thing, how many of you guys did ice rescue for your first class requirements back in the day? You guys remember, did you guys ever have to practice like with a 6-foot set of poles somebody's broken through out there? And you're going to take a set of 6-foot poles or whatever you have, hiking staffs, and you're going to work your way out across. You're going to load bear your weight as much as you can on the poles. Put your arms in as much as your upper body torso weight. Work your way across the ice if you're trying to do a rescue, and then brace yourself, reach out, and hopefully be able to pull the person out. But let's assume that that person's been in the water for over a minute. They don't have grip in their hands anymore. Their body's starting to go into those nice hypothermia reactions that we've got. Make sure that you've got rope with you. Now, if I throw somebody a line, and of course I threw not the end, there it is. So if I threw you a line, sir, right here, Mr. Star Wars, if I threw that to you, I want you to grab onto that. I'm going to pull you out of the water. Oh, by the way, you don't have functional muscles in your hands anymore. How are you going to hold onto that rope? You're looping it around your arm? Great plan. Unfortunately, it still might slip through. So here's what I want you guys to do. If you're going to throw somebody a rope, tie a bowline in it first, and make sure that that bowline is big enough to get around that person. So you're just going to send that person a lifeline, hopefully this big or a little bigger. Now, sir, if I sent that to you and I threw it past you, like we're going to practice in the life-saving merit badge, if you get that over your head and over your armpits, will that fit there? And even if you pass out from the cold, even if you can't grip with your hands, I can still pull you right to me. And hopefully get you up onto the surface, at least get you to safety as fast as possible, get you back to the warming hut, get you to first aid. We don't want to scare you guys, we just want to teach you the basics. We just want to make sure that we're having fun out there, that you guys are reassured that if something does go wrong, you're prepared to handle the situation, and that we're going to have a blast this weekend.